Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the finale of Super Meat Boy. I'm Mr. Devious, or just Deeb.
And I'm VGM Corin.
And today we go on from Light World Cotton Alley to Dark World Cotton Alley.
You could say that this is the finale of Cotton Alley finale.
Yes, this is the finale of the finale after the end.
This is the finale of the finale after the end of the end in the Dark World.
That pretty much sums it up.
That's where we're at.
So we're ending off not only the Light World, but well, we already ended the Light World, but this is the end of the Dark World videos too.
Yep, it is. This is the last one. This is it, people. This is the finale.
And this is the finale and the hardest world in the game. Dark Cotton Alley, where the screen has gone from pink to black in the back. The background has gone to white from pink. And there are a lot more saw blades than before.
Well, it needed more. But like I was saying last time, if Cotton Alley finale, or Cotton Alley in the Light World is the final boss, Cotton Alley in the Dark World is like that secret boss in games where you have to have all of the power-ups to have even a remote chance of winning.
Oh, for sure.
And here we already have an example of that in playing Jump Rope with the saw blades.
Yep, this is a very slow level. The funny thing about Dark World Cotton Alley is, I almost said Cotton Alley Finale again. The funny thing about it is, whereas most Dark Worlds levels in like the normal worlds of the game is just like the same level but with a few more traps along the way, most of the Cotton Alley levels, Dark Worlds, are completely different.
Well, except for this one.
This one, I guess, I'd say it's different because you're going against the blades instead of with them.
No, I totally disagree with you.
Yeah?
Yeah, no, actually, I thought there was a level like this where you were just jumping over blades in the first one. I thought, oh, you're probably right, I think.
No, in the first one I was running with them.
Yeah, I guess this one's different. It's kind of reverse.
This one is pretty close because it keeps the general shape of the level as well as the general theme. The Force didn't really have any themes aside from, you know, just, hey, it's the start of the game. Meet your new friend Saw Blades.
Meet your new friend Saw Blades. He's gonna kill you.
He's gonna kill you. But this is the first major difference. This used to be just a long hallway with clock saws.
And now it's a long passage. It's a long shaft, you could say, with saw blades.
Oh god.
It's just customized with saw blades.
So this is the first that's of the radically different levels, and it's pretty hard, wouldn't you say?
I would say that looks pretty hard. Like, that is a long, long shaft, and it is just really hard to get to the top, reach the end of it.
But, you know, you get to the end and you just kind of explode into victory.
Exactly. It's the best way to...
We can go to the next level.
Yeah, please. This is over.
This is over. Or was it this version that used to be clock saws?
Well, it was one of these, but here we can see that the tower has suffered some structural damage. It's nothing to be worried about. It's just kind of going to leak saw blades out. And fluid.
Yeah, but this is what I kind of mean, in that the levels are like totally revamped, in that they can be completely unrecognizable from their original versions.
Oh no, this is completely different.
Yeah, and I appreciate that they did that with Cotton Alley.
Yeah, me
because
too.
The levels are already hard enough. It would just feel cheap to just throw in more saw blades in most of them.
You know what they just should have done?
What?
Abaddon launchers in every level.
No, I hate your face.
Oh, but my face is beautiful.
It is not. Meat Boy on the ceiling.
Meat Boy's on the ceiling, showing that he, like Bandage Girl, can just choose to ignore the laws of physics.
Somehow, when he chooses to.
Only when he's in distress.
Or are we upside down?
Well, Dr. Fetus is also upside down, so I'm gonna guess we're upside... More floaty blobbies!
More floaty blobbies. The last floaty blobby level.
Oh, I'll miss them.
It's a lot wider than the first floaty blobby level.
It is, and every area kind of looks like a floaty blobby.
Yeah, hey, so it does. You have to cross all of these floaty blobby rooms.
All of them, and then cross back.
It's about 3 times the size of the original level. And there's a bird up there if you can see it.
I see it. It is not dead, so that's a thing.
Why is there a bird there?
Oh, bye, bird.
That seems completely pointless.
I don't know. I mean, maybe it's just maybe that's where it wanted to be.
We found an Easter egg!
Yay!
This used to be just a single path. The original version of this level, just a single path.
And you ran along it, you know, instead of jumped along it.
This one is a mishmash of saw blades, with your walls disappearing. And you really have to get this, like, the timing on this is precise. You have to take advantage of every second you have.
Yeah, because otherwise those keys will catch you.
Those key blocks the keyhole blocks.
It's the most afraid I've been of keys since Super Mario Brothers 2.
Super Mario Brothers. Oh. Phanto.
Yep.
I'm surprised there isn't a Phanto type enemy in this game that just hounds you after you get a key.
That would have been interesting to see, but yeah, it's kind of interesting. The oobs kind of serve the same kind of chasing mechanic, though.
They do, so it would be kind of redundant.
Well, that was an excellent run there. I think that was your best one yet.
Yep. Cotton Alley Finale offers a lot of various and fantastic ways to die.
Oh yes, it's just the best ways to die throughout the entire game. Look at all those Bandage Girls.
So what I take from this is that Dr. Fetus might actually hate Bandage Girl more than he hates Meat Boy.
You know, judging from the levels he's set up, I'd have to agree with you. Oh.
Fan level part 2.
Oh.
This level is really hard. I know that's kind of redundant to say in Cotton Alley Finale.
How many times are you going to call it Cotton Alley Finale? I mean, it does roll off the tongue.
Cotton Alley, just Cotton Alley. I don't know, I've been saying Cotton Alley Finale a lot, so it's kind of become my word for Cotton Alley now.
Well, fair enough. It is the finale of the game. It is where you will probably rage quit the game if you haven't already. And if you haven't already, you know, props.
Good for you. I mean, I didn't quit the game like Corin did.
Oh, that's because I'm lazy.
You really are.
And also because I wanted to graduate.
Come on, the end levels are nothing compared to this.
Oh no, they are not. This is crazy. But it's a good kind of crazy. It's it's like playing Ninja Gaiden or, you know, it's a Nintendo hard level, which is appropriate given the name of the game and the way it was supposed to be.
This feels like a level from Battletoads.
Yeah, at least you have infinite lives, and you don't get sent back to level 1 if you...
It's hard to... Like, the fans are already hard to measure the momentum of, but these ones are so strong.
They are. Look at all the... I don't know, I forgot what I called them again. Nope, I'm not giving them another name. I'm done with it.
So see, you have to do this level twice, but you have to go against them in the opposite direction now. Now the funny thing here is that if you look very, very closely, they're not all at the same distance from one another. There are some lobbies that have bigger gaps between them than others.
There are, and that can be increasingly frustrating the longer the level goes on because you lose the pattern you were used to.
But then...
However, it is a good example of level design and how to design a level where you have to do it twice but not have it be the same thing both ways.
Oh, for sure. It's fine for that reason. So we're back to the Salt Factory levels again.
That's all the world's salt that's left right there on the right.
Yep, that's just a big pile of salt.
You made it!
Salt lasers.
Oh, that is a jump.
That's
a jump that no one loves.
Nope. Again, you have to figure out the right momentum, like where on this conveyor belt you need to place yourself, because you need to get over those saw blades, but...
And over the you know, sand lasers, which are kind of hard to see against the white background.
Yeah, they're pretty tricky. Oh no!
Oh no! Well, at least that this level does have a few different colors, so it isn't one of those levels that's very classy, but also difficult because of how... You know, or tricky because of how...
Too classy for its own good.
Exactly.
I guess there's that. That salt pile in the middle is just kind of not there for any good reason.
It's there to kill you.
I guess. I wonder if you could jump over it. You could, too.
Maybe. You could.
I just noticed. Master Blaster.
Yeah, you could say this is where Super Meat Boy gets hard.
Shut up.
We're resurrecting all the tropes. By the way, you smell!
No, I am not enabling this.
Oh, that's probably for the best.
It's probably for the best, yes. And now you get in tighter corners with multiple missile launchers coming at you. It's kind of weird to think that this... Well, actually, I can't remember if there are more missile launchers in the Rapture levels, but... This is...
Farewell to missiles.
Farewell to missiles. And now we're back to the Train Eater level.
We are. Which, you know, it doesn't have a missile launcher shooting at you from the top anymore, which is kind of sad.
They took that out, so it's less about avoidance and more about path navigation.
I might actually say that this one is easier than the Light World variant. I mean, yeah, it is a lot more timing intensive, but you don't have the constant stress of being shot at the entire time.
This is true, and it is hard, for sure. You have to get as far ahead as you possibly can.
I'm not going an easy mind.
No, of course not, but... Yeah, I'd say that the missile launcher in the Light World version of this level is harder to deal with, especially towards the end. But this hallway is surprisingly hard.
Well, the saws on the sides still make you rush when you really shouldn't. But there you go, that's the end of it.
And I think they make it hard to gauge where, like, the stationary saws are.
Oh, hey, it's Deeb's favorite kind of level.
Yep. This is kind of like just an outright homage to the levels of this shape, with saw blades moving in these directions.
We saw how much you died on it last time.
Yeah.
So I have no faith in you.
You never did.
Yeah, that's true.
Getting to the key is the easy part, as always. But then you gotta go...
Getting out looks impossible.
Yeah, you gotta go against the saw blades now. I mean, when you first start this level, my first thought was, oh, this doesn't look so bad. And then you get here and...
Also, where's that salt coming from in the middle? And where's it going? Because it's pouring in, but it's not filling up.
Chad.
What?
Chad is eating all the salt.
Oh, man.
Or, I don't know, Brownie. Brownie's grave. He's absorbing all the salt.
I guess that's where he got his muscles from.
I guess. Wait, salt doesn't have any muscle-building things in it.
No.
In fact, it's quite bad for you, isn't it?
No, you need salt to live. It's just bad in high doses.
Right. I mean, a certain amount can kill you.
Well, a certain amount of anything can kill you.
I guess so.
Like, if you overeat meat, it'll kill you. If you overdrink caffeine or, coffee beverages, it'll kill you. If
you drink too much bleach, it'll kill you.
Well, yes. If you do that, it'll kill you. If you drink too much water, it will kill you.
Oh. That would be such a tragic way to go.
If you stay out in the sun too long, it will kill you. Yes. Kind of.
If you throw yourself into too many saw blades, it will kill you.
If you get hit by the rising tide of vanilla Pepto ice cream, it will kill you.
That's bleach.
Oh.
That was the joke.
Oh.
Because that's the name of the level.
Oh, I messed it up.
You did.
Okay, well, I guess that's it for me. I'm gonna just leave and let you have your finale for yourself.
Don't forget your noose.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
I'm not coming back.
Yes, you are. This level is a lot harder than it looks. It's not to say it's really hard, just harder than it looks.
Would you say that this is where Dark Con Alley Finale gets hard?
I'd say this is where you get a punch in the face.
Oh, I'm glad you didn't say what I thought you were going to say there. I was afraid of it.
What do you think I was... Never mind.
What do you think I was going to think you were going to say?
So instead of lava, we had bleach. The bane of bandages, I guess.
I guess. I mean, they would make her white instead of pink, and...
maybe Meat Boy doesn't like white girls.
You know, let's get off this topic.
Let's get off this topic and get to a terrible level.
Oh, God. This is obnoxious just in that it constantly takes the lasers away from you, so you don't know exactly where they're going to be, but they're still tracking you.
Yes, they're still tracking you, but they're always getting cut off by the blocks, so you don't always have a direct line of sight on where they're going. So this level is kind of a big puzzle in figuring out where you can stand, and in case you didn't notice, it's on those blocks directly above the ones on the left and the right.
Oh, okay.
Or like that one, and not that one. Well, that one, yes, but if you jump too high, the opposing eyeball will laser you to death.
You can do it.
So what you have to do is you get up here, and you have to jump for that key. Or you can just stand there like an idiot.
And die like an idiot. Or fall. Like an idiot.
This level is a circus.
It's a circus of you being bad?
Yeah.
Oh.
So in this regard, the Cotton Alley Hell levels, pretty tough.
For sure, they do not look easy.
They aren't. They're a
Oh.
lot harder than their Light World counterparts, that's for sure. Like, the Light World counterpart of this one was just that eyeball with the keys rotating around it.
Right. Well, it does make sense that Hell being kind of the most puzzle-based of any of the worlds, it does make sense that this kind of level would be what you end up with.
Yep. I mean, if this level didn't take forever to... Well, it isn't that long, but if it didn't take forever to do overall, I would like it a lot.
Well, you completed that in 10 seconds, so I'm not sure what you're complaining about. One thing that I would like to note, though, is look at that par time. 60 seconds.
Oh yeah, I've been meaning to mention. The Dark World Cotton Alley levels all have a par time of 60 seconds.
Regardless of how long they are.
Because at this point, it's like, oh my god!
At this point, it's like Abaddon.
Abaddon's. I was waiting for this level for a long time. I was waiting to talk about this level. I referenced it a couple times towards the start of this LP. I hate this level.
Is this the level that you rage quit on?
This is a level I rage quit on a few times, but you can see why.
Well, you do have 3 Abaddon launchers.
You have 3 Abaddon launchers, and while there are a couple of blocks that you can stand in such a way that the Abaddon launchers won't notice you, this is more to your disadvantage because it will put the Abaddon launchers on a different timer.
Yeah, and you want them to all shoot together, that way you can kind of lead them all to explode at the same time. Look at how it is now. It's just too many projectiles to deal with.
It's just so many, and they're so unpredictable, and I will give this level credit. It actually is kind of fun when you get a rhythm going. But
That's the fun thing about Abaddons, is they're actually really fun to dodge, but it infuriates you because you'll be here for a couple hours.
I was here for a couple hours my first time playing this level. And just watching the keys get closer to the end makes you more stressed and more impatient. And look,
Oh,
I was surprised with how well this level went.
that is crazy. That's gotta be one of my favorite levels just in terms of design.
I like its design, I hate its execution.
Fair enough. And here we are again.
In the Cotton Alley Dark Rapture.
Yep, starting off with the same level as before, except worse.
That's pretty much it. They gone back to, it's the same level, but with more saw blades, in tighter configurations.
And repulsors are just not fun to deal with.
I guess by this point, they probably ran out of ideas for what to do with the repulsors.
Maybe so. Maybe that's why there's only one repulsor level in Cotton Alley, I think.
Well, there's only like one level of each gimmick. Like, there's only one Abaddon missile, only one Eye missile,
Right.
only
And
one missile launcher level.
I thought there were a few missile launchers.
There might have been.
They're like I can think of at least 2 missile launcher levels off the top of my
I
head.
mean homing missile launchers, not the... And we unlock the 100% character of the game.
But you haven't 100% the game yet.
I'll address that in a second. Look at this level for a moment.
Well, at this point, it no longer matters, because only 2 of or 4, I mean, of these things actually rotate in a meaningful way.
So that level is actually surprisingly easy.
Well, I guess so. I mean, once it's not shifting the pattern every time it fires, it's actually easier to get a hold of what's going on.
And, you know, there's a lot, it's a bigger, wider open spaces.
Yeah.
I love this level.
Oops.
It's kind of like the Abaddon level, except instead of Abaddons to dodge, they have... Oops. And I love these guys. Just
It sounds so gross.
They do sound gross. Now, the normal strategy for this level is kind of the normal oops strategies. You kind of lead them off somewhere where they won't get up there to bother you. But look, they're gradually drifting towards you.
They're coming for you.
And it makes this entire level really tense. I mean,
Well,
it might look like I have plenty of time, but...
But you don't.
And then you run out of areas to navigate,
and you fall to your death at the very end of the level.
so, you know, you're just chilling. hoping that your platform lasts long enough that you have room to dodge these guys, and
then all of them come and eat you.
it turns into a huge feast.
Well, it's not a very big feast. You're only one little damage girl for many, many oobs.
For many, many oobs. But I like this level more than the Abaddon missile, and I'm not entirely sure why.
I don't know, I think I like the Abaddon level more.
I think I like these guys more because there's more leading with them than... I mean, sure, you lead the Abaddons, but the random burst fire in all directions is just too annoying for my tastes.
Fair enough. And so that is the level of oobs.
Oops. So we come to level 19.
Second to last level.
And there are maggots in the walls. So, this is the button level. You're gonna notice that there's something wrong with this level in a minute or so.
You died at a strange location.
So, you know, you just go along with the path of the level, following this trail as it opens, and as you get closer to the end, this thing catches up, and...
Huh.
If you notice, that didn't really give you a lot of space to get through, did it?
No, it didn't.
Well, they're just... When I was recording this level, I have a confession to make. This level broke.
Huh.
You're supposed to have a lot more space in between these. So I restarted the game, and then I still got this issue. Where there's just nothing I can do.
Right.
To do it. So you know what? I decided, let's try out the Meat Ninja character.
Alright.
And then we'll finish up Cotton Alley in a couple minutes.
Intermission time. Drink your sodas.
Ooh. So, this is Meat Ninja. Leaderboards are blocked when you use him. Meat Ninja runs as fast as Meat Boy does, just in his normal speed. His ability is if you hit shift when you collide with something that kills you, is you phase out and disappear. I don't demonstrate it very well.
No, because, you know, you jumped into a saw blade with it.
Yeah, I kind of phased through the saw blade into a saw blade. Now, I'm sure in the hands of a master player, you could totally destroy a ton of levels, but I'm really not that good with him. So that's all I'm going to show.
That being said, oh, here's the internet, by the way.
That's the Super Meat World. It's all community-made levels, and they're interesting, but they're not worth the effort.
Well, there you go.
So, yeah.
Super Meat Ninja, he's a fun character, but because they decided that for whatever reason you can't use him on leaderboards, probably because he's broken.
He's just a fun character, just a bonus.
Oh, is he gonna make it? It looked like it for a second there.
Last thing about Meat Ninja is you gotta get 100% to beat the game. I only have 100% because each glitch level is worth 1% in its own right, making for a total of 106 potential percent to get.
How's your despair going?
There was only one way for me to record this level. I had to stop the Fraps recording. And then you have to watch the replay. This is the only way I could get the level to work at a normal speed, and I apologize.
You cheated.
I did not cheat, and I'm not even getting to explain that this whole game teaches you to run all the way through, and then right at the end, the only way to do the last series of jumps is to walk at a normal speed.
Huh. That's kind of cool, but, you know...
Dick move. That's such a cool thing, and it makes this level completely awful. But you're more focused on my cheating.
I am. Level 20, bragging rights, or brag rights.
You know what this means?
What's that?
This is the last level of Super Meat Boy.
It is, and let's have a moment to reflect on the poignancy of Super Meat... Oh god, saws from the ceiling.
Saws from the ceiling. So, this is basically the last level in the Light World, in reverse, with saw blades chasing you. Now, I think this is kind of redundant, because in order to unlock the Dark World of this level, you will have to beat the Light World version on a timer.
Yeah, but it's still a little bit harder, wouldn't you say, than the Light World version?
Yeah, it is a little bit harder. You actually start out at the top, but the hazards are all in the same position as before, so it starts out hard and gets gradually easier.
Well, the game started at, well, as we talked about when we went over the Light World level, the ending kind of gives you a break, and this may be why. Because it's the beginning of an entirely different level.
That's right. That's right. You were right. That's a very good point.
I am right. I'm always right.
Not always,
Well, except when I'm not.
except when you aren't.
This level is more of an endurance test than anything. This is it. If you beat this level, you're done.
And you get the brag rights, as said in the title, and that's all you get. Aside from this and Meat Ninja, who you can get through the glitch levels, this is it. This is your big reward.
This is the final countdown.
This is...
Can I start singing now?
No,
Oh, okay.
because it's time for the death montage, the final death montage.
That is a lot of deaths. And as always, when you die, you start making the editing really strange.
Really strange, but you know what? We're coming up on the end of this level anyway. There's
Last
Meat Boy.
one.
Meat Boy for the final time, with a good lead on those saw blades, and there's only one thing to do.
Wait.
Jump and dance.
Because that's it.
Because-
That's victory.
And now we get to watch the replay. And that's the end of Super Meat Boy, guys.
That is every level in the game except for the community-made levels.
Which I'm not going to play because I feel no sense of reward for them, and there's a billion of them.
We'd be here all year.
Yep. So that's the end of the Let's Play. That is Super Meat Boy for you. 106% completion. I felt this Let's Play was a lot of fun. What do you think?
I think it was a lot of fun. It was certainly a lot of fun to watch you die over and over again.
I felt it too. I mean, I think it was a good idea to do post-commentary for the Dark World.
I'd have to agree with you on that, just because looking at these levels, trying to talk while playing these levels, it would be very difficult.
So I do my dance one more time and get Meat Boy for the last time. I really do love this game. I love a good challenging platformer, even though it has its problems. It has its repulsors, its fan blades, its overly long levels that don't agree with the spirit of the game. I love Super Meat Boy, and it's probably my favorite game from the year it came out.
Well, that is definitely some good recommendation right there.
And there you have it. 106%.
2,784 deaths.
And with that, I guess that's the end of this LP.
There you go. Close us out.
Close us out? Alright. Thank you for joining me for the Dark World, VGM Corrin. Check out his channel if you're watching this.
Thank you very much for having me. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, well, I'm glad you had fun. We won't be seeing each other again for a little while, but we will see each other again.
We will.
But as for me, I'm going to be moving on to my next LP, and you got to get back to your LP.
Oh, yeah, I had to stop, ignoring that.
So next week, it'll be the start of a new LP, but for now, I guess that is the end of Super Meat Boy. I'm Mr. Devious.
And I'm VGM Corrin.
And I hope you will watch the next one.